There is no standard method for stunning. We have got quite a number of methods: bullets, free bullets, captive bull, and so on. All of them are now without any danger. All of them, they are causing damage to the meat. The stunning, it causes injury to the animal as well as to the meat. Free bullet, captive bolt, carbon dioxide anesthesia is commonly used these days. Electrical stunning is used, and quite often we have dead animals. Animals are dead before they reach the knife. As I said, stunning has nothing to do with animal rights. I'll be talking about animal rights at the end. So, thank you very much. इस स्पीड से मैं जाता नहीं हूँ जो स्पीड मैंने इस्तेमाल की. So, the animal positioning while the animal is laying, more blood is lost than in the horizontal position, and during conversions, more blood is lost. Sharp knife, and of course the bead, which has a significance to the believer, and believe me, the animal also lays quite calmly when you recite that bead, not nervous. Slaughtering in the name of Allah, as it is prohibited that we eat meat of any animal that is not slaughtered in the name of Allah. 4 of these are cut, at least any 3 if cut, the meat is halal. And the basic requirements for halal slaughter are that the animal should not feel any pain and it should bleed completely. When the arteries and veins are touched, the heart continues to bleed, continues to pump the blood, and the animal loses most of the blood. Blood otherwise is not permitted in Islam, and it has dangerous effects on the, or toxic effects on the body, humans, for the consumer. Blood, that is an excellent medium for the growth of microorganisms, and it contains toxic substances, so we have to get rid of maximum blood from the carcass. And with this our method, the meat produced is of better quality and can be kept for a longer time. Animal rights, just 2-3 minutes, not even 2-3 minutes, just a few seconds. There are quite a number of ahadith on animal rights. In fact, they were given when human rights were not in practice. The Holy Prophet said, nourish the animals well, save animals from hunger, show kindness to animals, do not hit or mark animals on face, do not shoot arrows, do not fight animals. These are the animal rights. And stunning has nothing to do with animal rights. The method which we adopt in Zabiha, it gives us good quality meat that has good taste as well as it has good keeping qualities and longer shelf life. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, sir. We apologize because of the constraint of time. We have to mention this. Our next speaker is respected Mr. Muhammad Yaqub bin Munshideen. He is the Managing Director at Halal, Malaysia. Mr. Yaqub is a graduate in agricultural sciences. He discovered most empty hard gelatin capsules used in Malaysia were from non-halal sources. So he pursued the search for halal capsules and gelatin all over the world. From there, he started the business of importing these products in 1997 to Malaysia and its neighboring countries. Muhammad Yaqub has expanded the business from importing and distributing to manufacturing of 100% halal gelatin products. Today, he will be speaking on halal gelatin, an overview and its impact on halal industry. Respected Mr. Muhammad Yaqub bin Murshidi.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. God has given us a problem and an opportunity. The problem is in halal, the opportunity is to solve the halal food. One of the major problems in sourcing halal food is in sourcing halal gelatin. What is gelatin? Gelatin is basically pure protein which comes from animal hides or animal bones. And then gelatin can be used for many different products because of certain criteria or certain what you call gelatin strength that it has. Gelatin comes from either from the fleece, which is what is left behind when you use from hide industry, from the pig skin, or from bones from the cow and even from the pig. 80% of the animal gelatin produced, especially in Europe, is from pig skin gelatin. 15% comes from cattle hides and 5% come from others. This is a process used in a simple process. They use what we call in the production of gelatin. If you see gelatin is first you get all the raw material, it's processed, it's treated, then finally you get after drying you get the gelatin product. Gelatin contains mainly protein, the rest is just mineral salt and water. So thus gelatin is good for you, and it does not contain any cholesterol or anything that is harmful to the human body. It has been used widely from the 12th century. It's a healthy product, it's good for your joints, and it's completely digestible, contains no cholesterol, and it's used in many different products in our everyday life. Why is gelatin used in this product? Because it can perform all these different what we call functions in the particular product. It can be a binding agent, it can improve texture, it can be a thickener, and many different others. Gelatin is basically a all-rounder. It can be used in the food industry. Okay. It can ensure that you get a very good firm product, and also ensure that you get a right texture in your product, and gives a pleasant mouth feeling in candies and gummies. These are some of the applications that you use in the food industry. Your gummies, your chocolate, your ice cream, marshmallow, coffees, yogurt, even pet food. These are some of the applications in fitness products, health drinks, sports nutrition products, enriched protein bars, and so on. In the pharmaceutical industry, basically gelatin provides what you call packaging material or transfer material. It is used in the soft gels, like if you look at your fish oil and so other products. The covering is gelatin, and gelatin basically helps to bind the active pharmaceutical agent and extend the shelf life. Even in the tablet industry, gelatin can be used. Even in the hard capsule industry, gelatin is used. So these are some of the products where gelatin is used, especially in pharmaceutical industry. Especially would be important in hard capsule and soft capsules, which I think almost everyone here would have taken in once or other time in your life. In your hair products, your skincare products, your nail polishing lotions, even your toothpaste, gelatin is sometimes used. In the technical industry, you can use gelatin in paper manufacturing, box manufacturing, even match industry, even ink, sometimes we use gelatin. So if any of us have eaten any of these products, from the food or even from hard capsule or soft gelatin products, then you might have taken gelatin before. What you should question is whether you took halal gelatin or non-halal gelatin. This is some of the production, world gelatin production based on pig skin. You can see they're producing almost 46%. On bovine hides it's about 29%, and from bones about 23%. This is by tons. The total tonnage production of gelatin, these figures are 2007. Latest figures would be about 360,000 tons worldwide. metric tons. These are comparative yields of gelatin. To produce 1,000 tons of dry gelatin, if you are using bones, then you need that kind of number of bones. So the amount of bones that you need for dry gelatin can come from more than 500,000 of animal heads. So therefore there's a big problem to source this halal gelatin. Okay, what is halal gelatin? It must be derived from bovine sources. Bovine means normally from the cattle or the buffalo. That's bovine. You can even include factors. It has to be sorted according to Sharia law, and it has to come from factories that produces halal gelatin only. Concept of halal gelatin. There are various concepts. Concept number one, and this concept was set by Muslims, some not non-Muslims, that gelatin coming from any source is considered halal. These are some of the concepts in the Muslim world today. Because they use analogy of biochemical change of wine to vinegar. So that wine is non-halal, becomes vinegar, the same wine, it becomes halal. So they say that because biochemical change is also for gelatin, it's also considered halal. But of course, most schools of thoughts do not agree with this concept. Second concept is that produces gelatin from bovine animals, not slaughtered but still considered halal. Okay. Third concept is the factory produces gelatin from bovine animals only, slaughtered according to Sharia, but the factory also produces non-halal gelatin. So you produce halal gelatin in batches. So when you produce halal gelatin in batches, the chances of contamination is very high. People who produce gelatin, they know that, the chances of contamination. So chances of this gelatin being halal is also questionable. Concept number 4 is that the factory should produce only from bovine sources, slaughtered according to Sharia, and produces halal gelatin only, not halal gelatin in batches. So we are sourcing that sort of gelatin right now from Rhino Park in Pakistan. This is our concept of halal gelatin, that the factory should be based in a Muslim country or at least a Muslim territory, managed and owned or at least co-owned by Muslims, and 100% from halal sources and produces halal gelatin only. The global production of gelatin, which is now about 360,000 tons, less than 2% can be considered halal. If you really use a strict standard according to what Malaysia is doing right. So general fact of gelatin, it takes almost 80 days to produce one batch of gelatin. It is not possible to produce halal and non-halal gelatin in completely separate lines in the same factory. Chances of contamination between halal and non-halal gelatin is very high. So if the same factory is producing, chances are that the gelatin might not be halal. Fish gelatin. One look, we feel fish gelatin is halal. But when we try to source fish gelatin, what we found is that most of the fish gelatin is produced, especially in Europe, from porcine factories. Porcine means from the pig. They produce maybe 11 months from the pig, then they store in 1 month and produce from the pig. Again, there will be contamination. So even fish gelatin might not be halal. Vegetable alternative gelatin, yes, it is alternative, it's halal, but it cannot be used in a lot of products. And the problem is that normally the same factory uses gelatin from vegetable source and also non-vegetable. So again, there's a problem of contamination there. Halal gelatin and the impact on halal industry. It creates many different opportunities. So if if you want to start, we can start. If you look at gummies industry, today the gummies factories, Muslims running gummies factories are very few in the world. You might have 1 or 2 in Pakistan, a few in Turkey. Elsewhere I haven't found yet actual Muslim owning this kind of industry. So this will provide many different opportunities for the Muslims to actually go into this business. For example, Ribena pastils. At one time this Ribena was being produced in England. Okay, once Halal started sourcing this halal gelatin from Pakistan into Malaysia. So now they are producing all their pastils in Malaysia. And this is not just for Malaysia use, it's also being exported elsewhere. So again, it is very important to have the halal gelatin source in your country. So another thing what we Halal has done is we have had a direct impact on on certain business, like for example, soft gel and dehydrating capsule, which we are producing ourselves in Malaysia and sourcing the raw material from Pakistan. And there's an indirect effect. Once you go into halal business, you also get this indirect effect where you can go into halal branding, like ours is halal gel, so people now recognize us as a halal brand. So because of that, we have gone into toothpaste, but mind you, toothpaste, so there's a halal problem. Okay? Especially we are stepping on toes like Colgate. Colgate one time in Malaysia was non-halal, but today, because of halal gel, they have made it halal. I don't know whether Colgate in Malaysia, in Pakistan is halal or not. People care to check that. Because Colgate sometimes uses DCP, dichlorophosphate, which comes from animal bones. This is what we have in Malaysia. We have two manufacturing lines for anti-hydrating capsule and one manufacturing line for production of soft gel. Next. So in our industrial products, we have many different soft gel products. The Vegicams is capsules coming from vegetable sauce, and the anti-hydrating capsules are the ones coming from gelatin. Then these are the soft gel range that we have in Malaysia. Okay, these are some of the products that we have, our consumer products. We have rock salt. We have rock salt which is coming from Pakistan. It's salt, but we have rendered it halal. Why? Because even salt actually has a halal problem. Especially if salt coming from the sea. If it's sourcing from Indonesia, from China, you will find the way they are drying it, you will find it's unhygienic. Many different animals will be running in it. So again, halal is not just, it has to be sorted. We also be talking about sourcing halal. You have to look at the process and so on. We also do contract manufacturing. And these are some of the activities that Halal is carrying out. Basically, Halal is a Muslim company and duty bound by Islam to provide halal Muslim products. So, I wish I had more time, but since the time is limited, I hope if there are any questions, please ask me later. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, sir. The last speaker for this session is respected Mr. Ahmed Nasir, the Chief Executive Officer, BioWet Private Limited, Pakistan. Today he will be speaking on potential of halal meat industry. Respectable Mr. Ahmed Nasir.
Assalamu alaikum. I would like to start with Surah Mada regarding halal foods. Today I am going to specifically, rather my friend told me meat, but I am going to specifically working and talk about the poultry industry of potential as a halal brand, especially for the Middle East countries. Please. This is, I have just made it a conference for you. First, let me give you a little bit about our group. As we belong to tremendous group of companies, and by the grace of Almighty Allah, we are halal, total halal based group. These are our some of the companies, like you can see. Our mission is definitely will have to be a leading group, and this is our vision. Like we have to look after our shareholders, our workers. This is one of our company, which is a consulting company, which can give the complete turnkey services and consultancies in these different sectors, which you can see on the board, like business management, feasibility studies, project management, with your business optimization. And then these are some of our local FMCG halal products and the brands which we are working already. Like you can see, these are leading brands to whom we are working. I'll give you a little bit about poultry industry of Pakistan. Like poultry, you can see like it's a 300 billion rupees industry. We are talking about something like 400 billion rupees turnovers, and the number of hatcheries are 400, you can see here. And we are talking about something like, total, I'll explain you to the case actually in detail, but you can see like 1.5 million people are directly or indirectly employed in this industry. I'll just give you a little brief about last 10-15 years. First I will give you the product and then I will explain you about the potentials that internationally we have. Like these are last few years our poultry chicken rates. You can see in US dollars and also in Pak rupees. And this is our हमारा जो parent stocks इस वक्त प्लेस हुए हुए हैं और आगे up to 2015 तक हमारे क्या planning है about to having the parent stocks. These are approximate figures I have gathered, like day-old chicks prices, like the day-old chicks, what is cost right now, and in future what is going to be like you can see, like you can this is the cost of production of day-old chicks, approximate cost. I have just explained here up to 2013-15. This is the you can say like it's meat up to it's a total meat in Pakistan, including beef and poultry and mutton. You can see like this is up to, we are talking about in this million tons right now, like in 1999, 2000, and now we are having 2010-11. What is the approximates? And you can see the potentials, like the growth, like 7% we have grown in as compared to 2 decades. In 1 decade, like that is 77% in the beef, and you can see 138% in poultry, chicken, and you can see like mutton is in minus just because of the higher end prices. That's why the mutton is in minus right now because we are exporting as well. And this is per capital consumption per person per year of poultry in Pakistan. Like in 99 it was 2.3, now it is something like 4.26, approximately 5 kgs. This is the world, you can say like share of Pakistan. We get approximately 8% of the world share, and from which you can see like poultry, mutton, beef, how much share we have. This is our broiler, egg and poultry meat, rural and commercial egg productions. That is for, you can see like how much in rural and how much in commercial. And then you can see here the total world 1999, 2000 and 2010, 11 consumptions. You can see now we have taken a little share. The poultry share is increased in the world as compared to the pork is decreasing. Right now I will talk about specifically Pakistan market. Pakistan market we have approximately 5 kg, and the developed countries I'll explain you our nearby countries like UAE, Saudi, Iran, the per capita consumptions. We have a gap of 36%, which is having the potential approximately more than 700%. And you see in eggs, like we are consuming 40 to 45 eggs per person per year, and in developed countries approximately 300. You can see, this is a document which you can see like the trends of different meat, poultry and all over the world. Like it's going, what I'm talking about percentage like 11, 12. This is the details of productions. And now the total broiler meat consumption in the world about October 2012, you can see approximately 85 million metric tons. And this is the producers, the world biggest producers of chicken. You can see China as the number 1. In 2007 they were producing approximately 11,291 million tons. Now they are producing approximately 13,800 million tons. The second is Brazil